Greetings, this is Dwayne, CFRN. We are recapping the S&P 500 E-mini futures for March the 30th. As you can see on my screen, March 30th, 2012. We're going to move through this quickly, I hope. Again, we are in the process of getting caught up to the current day, which is April the 3rd. So I'm grinding out 2 videos a day just to get us caught up, and then we'll be good to go going forward. All right. Now, here's how we do it. This is the Globex and the day session. So you're going from midnight of the 29th to midnight of the 30th. Okay. So here we are, Chicago time. It's 12:01 a.m. Chicago time. And that's where we're getting started, okay? We have a blue MA1. It's above the BBC. That is a bullish condition. Now on this video, I'll not be referencing any of our other indicators. I won't be using the cycle indicator. I won't be using the DMT. I won't be using the slingshot or the combo. I'm just using the MA1 and the BBC. I'm not even putting up the weekly trading zones. Now I am using my horizontal line tool, which is my default tool for my weekly trading zones. So that's why you see WTZ, but disregard that for the purpose of this video. The only reason I'm using that horizontal line is to show you where the trigger was. The trigger for this trade was right there. Okay, and you can easily see over here that price is 1450. From 1450, price rallied to a high of 1406 and a quarter. So 1406 and a quarter minus 1450, 5 3/4 points. Okay, 5.75 points. Am I saying that you should have gotten all 5 3/4 points? No. I'm saying that from where the long trade was triggered at 1450, the market rallied 5 3/4 points. There's a good chance this time of day you're in bed asleep, unless you're in the UK or some other part of the world where maybe you're just getting up, or it's afternoon. If you're in the US, good chance you were asleep. But again, I'm pointing out the entire 24-hour session, every trade setup that happens. Okay? All right. So first trade of the day, it's a long, triggers right there. Goes for 5 3/4 points. Okay? Price then pulls back to the BBC. And signals another long trade. After a 5 3/4 point move, are you prepared to take another trade in the same direction without a decent pullback? You know what? We're not here to discuss that in this video. We're here to just point out the setups as they developed. If you did trade this, the entry was, boy, with all that mess over there, it's hard to see it. It looks like 1403 even. Let's do this. I want the low of this candle. 1403. All right, so 1403. Price rallies up to 1405 and a quarter. So from 1403 to 1405 and a quarter, That is a 2.25 point rally. Okay, you with me so far? It's midnight. It's early morning, March 30th, 2012. We open bullish. We pull back. We get a long entry. We pull back. We get another long entry. Now here, you really got to be going, am I really going to take a third long entry here? We're not going to debate it. We're just going to measure the move. All right. The pullback was to 1403.50. It advanced to 1404.50. There was one little point right there. Now you've heard me say it before, but I'll say it again. It's very difficult to take 1 point out of a 1 point move. It's difficult to take 5 points out of a 5 point move. So you got to get in, you got to get out, etc. Okay. So there was 1 point. Did you get it? Did you get 2 ticks? Did you pass because you saw momentum waning? Let's just measure the next move. Fair enough. We get a bearish cross. We get a bearish cross. The MA1 is red and below the green BBC. Okay. So let's take a look at our entry. Okay, right there's the entry. And again, you can't see it. Okay. Now, there's the cross. Okay. Here's the pullback to the BBC. 1402.75. Okay. 1402.75. Now I need to show you this. The high of this candle is 1404.25. Why is that important? We need to see what the drawdown is. 1404.25 minus 1402.75. 1.5 point drawdown. It's important that I point that out because we don't risk more than 2 points on these trade setups. So if the signal is to short right here, okay, you draw down 1.5 points. And then you drop to 13.95.75. All right. So we know we stayed in the trade. We didn't get stopped out. We were sweating bullets because it drew down 1.5 points, but we have a 2 point stop. So let's go 1402.75 minus 1395.75. We get a 7 point decline. Let me just say, it's hard to get 7 points out of a 7 point decline. You might have took it off right here. You might have re-entered again here. In theory, you could have actually gotten more than 7 points out of a 7 point decline. How? Well, if you got in here and got out here, got back in here, because this is a short entry right here. Just like that was. Just like that was a long, and that was a long, and that was a long. That's a short, and that's a short. Total decline there, 7 points. Okay, we pull back. Now, without looking at any of our other indicators that might have potentially steered us clear of this trade, we're just going to say we shorted it. Okay? If we just shorted the trade right here on the pullback, we got short. Our short entry was at 1398.75. It dropped down to 97.50. It's a 1.25. If you were able to take anything out of that, good for you. Chances are it escaped you. There was a 1.25 to be had. Okay? Now what I'd rather do, let's just say you were looking to take 2 points or better and you had a 2-point stop, and even though it went a 1.25 in your favor, you know, let's just say you got stopped out. Fair enough? Okay. After you get stopped out, we get a bullish cross. Okay. Now we're looking for a pullback so we can go what? That's right, long. You're catching on. There's the long entry right there. And the price is 1402.25. And the market rallies up to 1406. So that would be 3 3/4 points. Yep. Let's see. Yep, that's right. 3 3/4 points. That's what this rally from the entry, from the pullback entry here. You had a tick of drawdown. Price moved in your favor. 3 3/4 points. Okay. There's another pullback here. If you had taken that pullback, looks like you went from 1403 to 1406, so there was 3 points in this move. If you got in here, 3 3/4. If you didn't get in until here, there was 3. And if you bought this pullback here, you know what? There's a little something there. But we're just going to say that that trade got stopped out. Stopped out. Okay. Now, we get a bearish cross. We're looking for a pullback to go short. That's right. Let's see what happens. Drag it down. Okay, there's the entry right there. What is the high of that candle? High is 1403.75. 1403.75. Okay, and then price drops down to 1401.50. 1403.75 minus 1401.50. 2 2/4 points. 2.25. Okay. That's what that was worth from the entry to the drop. Okay. 2 2/4 points. From there to there. If you sold this pullback right here, was there a little something on the downside? There was. But let's not fool ourselves. Let's just say it got stopped out. Okay? And then we're up against midnight, heading into April the 2nd. Okay? Just completed March the 30th. 31st was a weekend. This April 1st is going to be a Sunday, April 2nd a Monday. And as you can see, today is Tuesday, April the 3rd. So I only have to do one more video and then we are completely caught up. So I got to tell you, I'm very excited about that. But I wanted to get through all the videos, okay, through the last, because I promised that I would go from, I think it was the 23rd up to the current day, simply showing each and every trade setup, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, stopped out, home run, grand slam, and without confusing you with any other indicators. Now, the other indicators aren't designed to confuse you, they're designed to help you, okay? So if we can do this well without them, imagine what we can do with them. That's exactly what the free trial is all about, and that's why we encourage you to go to cfrn.net/apply. Take advantage of the free trial. You'll get to spend 5 full trading days, it's 2 hours per day, in the live trading room with us. You'll get to download the demo platform. You'll get to use the indicators for an entire week. And you'll get to use everything, not just these. You'll get to use the slingshot, the cycle indicator, the DMT, the combo, everything. You'll have live data for an entire week. Okay? cfrn.net/apply. I'll see you in the live trading room.